Welcome, Whisky Aficionados. It's Trevor, and it's review number 54. We're continuing on the path of the Paul John Distillery and their offering. This is the third of 5 reviews, and tonight we're looking at the bold version. This one has actually got the imported, if you like, the imported barley, the smoked barley from Scotland. Everything else is Indian, the water, the 6-row barley, etc., etc. So it's pretty much homegrown, apart from the essential ingredient, which is the smoked barley from Scotland. Here it is. Poured a little bit just out earlier, just to let it sit, and let's get straight to it for the nose. This particular one, it's got a very, very slight difference, as in the nose is a little bit perfumey. So we get a little bit of perfume. It's sweet. There's a little bit of peat, obviously, and slightly, it's slightly heavy, I'd say. It's bottled at 46%. Nice amber, beautiful color. I don't pay too much credence to color nowadays, unless I'm absolutely certain that there's no E150 added caramel. A lot of distilleries are using artificial coloring just for balance, just to make sure that time and time again when they produce the whiskey that it looks exactly the same. And of course they can alter the colouring. It's much more difficult to do that from a natural state, you know, whatever the colour is coming out of the barrel, because that might change. So you can understand it, but the only thing that I would say is that they should label it. They should put it on the label that it has colouring added, etc. Alright, so on the nose we've got definitely a bit of perfume, sweet, and let's see what it tastes like. A little bit of spice coming through. You can feel that tingling. It's a very sweet. It's more even on a bourbon scale. There's a definite hit of sweetness coming through. There's toffee, a lot of fruit, dark fruits, I'd say. It is actually quite complex. There's a fair amount going on, you know. It's very, very good, very drinkable, and it's very, very nicely balanced. I'll just try another little bit. There's even a touch at the very, very end of this on the palate of sourness or bitterness that just comes through at the very, very end. So I'm not quite sure if that's the right way to describe it. It's an interesting take because, of course, what I get is, you know, it's just my own personal opinion. There's been an awful lot made in the last few days, in the last week, about Jim Murray's Whisky Bible and his winner of the World Whisky, which was the Canadian Royal Canadian Rye. And you know, there's been a lot of naysayers, and there's been positive and negative press over it. As far as I'm concerned, I haven't tasted it, so I don't have an opinion until I taste it and see if I like it or not. If I don't like it, I'll certainly say so, and if I do like it, I'll say so. But I'm not sure there can be a world #1 whiskey, because it is one man's opinion. And so how can one man's opinion create a world champion, if you like? A respected opinion, yes, but you know, other people may not like it at all who are seasoned whiskey drinkers. On this one, the Paul John, it's available from the whiskyshop.co.nz. Thank you very much, Bart Burgers, for giving me the opportunity to try all 5. In fact, I was sent 5 bottles of the stuff to the door to review, so that's exceptional. I do appreciate that. we're not going to be able to stop the emergence of the no age statement whiskies, and we're not going to be able to stop the emergence of the world whiskies. They are here to stay. Even Paul John, as you know, I've said before, 7th largest whiskey distiller in the world. So there's a lot going on, and a lot of these whiskies are going to be coming forth and winning awards and doing very, very well. This is exceptional. To that effect, I'm going to give this a very solid 87 out of 100. It is genuinely a good drop. Very pleasant, very nice, very well priced. The finish has got a peppery note, and it's fairly long lasting. So stay tuned, because the next one, which will be the 4th of the series, we're going to look at the slightly heavy hitter on the scale. I think the volume's up around 55 or 56%, I can't quite remember. And we're going to look at the Paul John Classic, which is the cask strength one. That'll be review 55, so stay tuned, make sure you subscribe to the channel. In the meantime, be safe, drink safe, and quality over quantity, guys. Cheers.